Shit done got real, man. It done hit the fucking fan. Oh.
What's happening? What's happening? We back. Talk to you heavy. You know what I'm saying? Today, we got a story. It's about a guy. He bought something special to us. You know? We overlooked the thing he bought to us. So tell you about my man. Cleveland, Big Hand, Siberias. Born on September 9th, 1952. Didn't know his parents, knew his grandparents, slave owners. I'm sorry. They were slaves, not slave owners. Sorry about that. That's my man's story up already. He grew up in Foster, so he didn't have no family. He didn't know too much. Sixth grade education, you know. Dropped out, started doing different things, odd jobs. You know, back then they would rob stage, not stagecoach, but they'd rob trains, stuff like that. I mean, um, my man had a special gift, right? They used to tease him a lot because he only stood 5'5", 130 pounds, soaking wet, right? But he had a hand the size of a giant. So imagine man standing 5'5", but he has a hand of a guy that's 6'6". That's a hand. Wow. So all through life, they teased him about his hand. He was so insecure about his hand, he used to hide it under his shirt, you know what I'm saying, rag, just hide it all the time, you know? Got a few fights, you know, but he would never utilize his hand. Didn't understand why, you know? So through life, robbery, in and out of jail, but he would never use his hand. Just always kept it hid, was always scared. Got a few relationships, you know? Some couldn't deal with him because his hand was unnormal. And he stood 5'5", 130 pounds, little guy, you know, and didn't talk much, you know. But when he did talk, it wasn't what you wanted to hear, you know. So one day he got a girlfriend. They're together for a long time, you know. And he had a bad day at work, right? And he comes home, and normally she has food prepared, but this particular day there was no food to eat. So Cleveland got very irate because of the day that he had. He asked the lady, his lady, why there's no food today. She says, I don't feel like cooking. He's like, but I'm hungry. She said, I don't feel like cooking. Now, I'm a pause that and date back to this is right after they signed the bill that us black people became human, women can vote, you know, so they're at the point women feel liberated at this point, right? So back to the story. Siberia said, you don't feel like cooking. She said, no. You cook. And he had a stressful day dealing with the white people or stuff like that. So Siberius stands up. He takes the big hand and he smacks the shit out of her. And he says, "Bitch, go cook. Where's my motherfucking money too?" And that was the slap heard around the ghetto. Shout out to my man, Cleveland Big Hand Siberius. He's the reason we have the pimp slap. You know? And once we created the pimp, it became the Kango. This is his Kango. He wore this. He didn't live long. He didn't live long. He died 1973. He died. Oh yeah, she killed him. But he created that slap. And that slap got us through to the decades after decades to the simple, you ain't even got a slap anymore. It's just, bitch, where my money? Shout out. May he rest in peace to my man Cleveland Big Hand Siberius. Where my money, bitch?